to understand, you just have to acknowledge it.
He's a joke.
You always mess with me. I thought you were going to say Neil instead of astronauts. That terrible joke that people made.
Nanu, nanu.
So yeah, I'd like to pray for the space program.
I got you down. NASA. Anybody else?
We should pray for this group. I just noticed with like every time something happens, just speaking for myself, like if I'm supposed to do something for God, whether it's playing guitar or something always comes my way. And I know this. I know.
We'll talk about that
Cannot
in a few
be
minutes.
ignorant of the devil's devices.
Right.
Most of the time, I jump right into his devices. So I need to, not just for me, but for everybody to be.
Yep. We're
This is
going to talk about
as
that.
far as Sunday school is concerned, it's pretty consistent, but as far as the Sunday evening thing, just the dynamics of this time in our lives. You've gone from, now not all of us came out of youth, none of us actually have come out of youth, but you're in college or you've got a job or you've got family, and it's just not like, I mean, there's always somebody missing because they gotta do something, so it's hard to get, like, I've planned several outings and you just cancel them because nobody can come. One minute they're coming, and the next minute you show up and there's one person.
Yeah.
I mean, we had 6 people sign up to go to King's Fest, and Becky went with Will. And not that it's a big deal, but it's the way it runs.
Yeah.
So you can't wear your heart on your sleeve
Unless
about
you
it.
learn.
Well, I mean, at least I was honest from the beginning.
I'm
I
sorry.
wouldn't be able to make it.
Oh, no, but I
Oh,
mean, 6
no.
people that did show,
That's right.
did sign
I
up
was
on
talking.
the board downstairs, and
That's a
Michael
great
bought
guy.
tickets.
Totally.
That just at the last minute just didn't call or
That's starting
anything.
from-
And
Well,
I'm not mad about it, I'm just saying that's the way it goes.
You know that
get called
story in
into
the
work.
Bible about the guy who, you know, is having the wedding and then, you know, none of his friends can come, so he goes and brings in.
Invite somebody else.
Like, did you find anyone to use the tickets or?
Yeah, my son couldn't go either. He forgot about it when it was grandmother's.
Well,
No, and I'm not saying that as a negative thing, I'm just saying that things come up and
Right.
we're grown-ups. And it's not like being a kid and your mom says, no, you're going there. It's just,
we're going to talk a little
don't
bit
have
about
that
that kind of things this
responsibilities.
morning. Okay. Anything else? We got added to our regular list there. We've got NASA, and we got our transition class. Anybody else? I'd like to cover prayers for myself. I'm sorry, go ahead. For myself, that I've been to the doctor and they're trying some new things, and they're going to start up again, putting shots in my back, down in the nerve and stuff, and see if it works. So just pray that it will this time. And I'm off of the heavy medications and all, and Debbie was even going to let me drive here this morning. But then she got scared.
That's another thing, is coming off those medications, depending on what you're on. Because sometimes they act as like
Yep.
yourself, and when you come off them, it's like, well,
Yeah.
I know for me, when I was on stuff for my wrist,
Yeah.
I was feeling good for like 2 years. And then all of a sudden, it's out of my system, and like, this is what real life is like. I don't
Yeah.
like that. It's just hard.
Yeah. Well, I've been off of the hard narcotics for quite a while. I insisted to get off of those. But I'm still on the tramadol. But it doesn't act the same as a narcotic. But there's other medicines I've taken to get to sleep. And they don't quite wear off all the time and also.
It's totally a medication thing. It's reaction time. And
Yeah,
5
I'm
things
on-
happen at once.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
that
like,
kind of thing.
you run out of one, you gotta get the other one, and then it's like different. I mean, I got like 4 of them. It's a different thing. Anyway.
But we don't want to cause anybody else to have trouble. That's what happened in my family when I was a kid. Some old lady that shouldn't have been driving ran into us and disabled my mother, and my dad, he had hit the windshield, so we wouldn't go through it. And when he did, it was in the old days. He had a piece of the windshield stuck in his arm. And my brother had set up in the car, had his head on the ceiling like that, and the car just like that and squished his head and stuff. So anyway, just want to be careful of that. And the biggest thing is not driving is more of a nuisance. I really hadn't had to go anywhere that Debbie and the kids hadn't gone. Sometimes Mandy drives me, but now Mandy's a little preoccupied and don't have her around too much. Yeah. and I don't trust them two driving me, because they're looking at each other running the road.
They took him to his mother's and he would never go again. Andrew and Andy. And Mandy won't drive 95, so you're going
Yeah.
down Route 1, you know, 45 miles an
I
hour.
was making fun of Shannon. She's like, but good, you know, she's driving, but she
But
barely.
good, I haven't heard that in
Yeah.
a long
She,
time.
she
What?
laughs about it, but it's
Mr.
true.
McGood.